Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Russia has consistently ignored international calls for a ceasefire, launching scores of drones at Ukraine. On the night of May 11th, Russian President Vladimir Putin proposed that Ukraine resume direct negotiations. He made the statement hours after Ukrainian authorities proposed a complete and unconditional ceasefire for at least 30 days. However, according to Ukraine's Air Force Command, overnight, Sunday, a total of 108 attack drones and drone imitators were deployed across multiple regions. Ukrainian air defense systems successfully intercepted and downed 55 of them. The region of Odessa, Mykolaiv, Donetsk, and Zhytomyr were among those targeted. In the Donetsk region, a civilian freight train came under fire, injuring the locomotive driver. The attack marks yet another escalation in the ongoing conflict, particularly targeting Ukraine's railway infrastructure. Now, turning to South Asia, India has opened a gate at the Balihar Dam on the Chenab River in Ramban to manage rising water levels following heavy rainfall. This move comes shortly after the opening of two other gates on Saturday. According to the Times of India, the gates were kept open from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The dam, which plays a crucial role in regional water management, has been central to ongoing discussions between India and Pakistan regarding water flow and dam operations. Meanwhile, in the wake of the recent terror attacks in Pahalgam that claimed 26 lives, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has vowed to execute a forceful response. According to MP Sambit Patra from Modi's party, the PM pledged revenge on a scale beyond the enemy's imagination. That promise, he said, was fulfilled as Indian armed forces carried out precise retaliatory operations, reducing several terror targets to rubble. The nature and timing of the operation reportedly caught adversaries off guard, reminiscent of previous surgical strikes. Recently, Ukrainian drone operators destroyed a Russian Tu-S4 Tulipan self-propelled mortar. Now, according to preliminary information, the Tulipan was struck by Ukrainian kamikaze drones in coordination with artillery. The mortar was destroyed in an open position when Russian artillerymen were preparing another attack on civilian infrastructure. This time, clock ran out and they were unable to execute. The Tu-S4 Tulip is a Soviet-style heavy weapon that Russia actively uses to shell cities, shelters, and even fortified underground facilities. But in 21st century warfare, mass does not guarantee superiority, especially when the sky can see you.
Днище рас... Так, сейчас попробую с той стороны зайти.
Посмотри под ноги.
Ага. Так, блядь. Фу. Надо вначале жестко разувать.
24-30. Все разорвало.
Да пиздец, это терка, ёпта.
Я все разорвал.
Там еще морковка, которая подорвется при попытке. Вот эту кусну надо снимать стопудово. Да и вторую тоже, ёпта.
Нет, давай.
Так, пока все. Да хуй, она также стоит. Пока все чисто. Поиск.
Ты так же на...
Все, давай еще попробуем.
Moving on to the front line, reportedly near the village of Sinkivka in the Kharkiv region, a Ukrainian soldier filmed 3 machine guns firing heavily into the forest where Russian forces were hiding. Now, the video clearly shows tracer bullets ricocheting off the trees and creating an impressive wall of fire. The machine gunners were firing from 3 different systems, a German MG3, a Soviet PKM, and even a Maxim machine gun dating back to World War I. Now, this mix of weapon demonstrates not only the technical ingenuity of the Ukrainian military, but also the flexibility to use the entire arsenal available.
Дивіться, яка красота. Машина здихала, тоді взагалі була пісня.
Там п***шки сидять. Ярик! Вау, так, Ярик, лівіше! Ай, Ярик, красава нова. Це просто, блядь. О, щас вогник жарко-жарко в них. Давай, давай, хай їбаться. Єбачик завівся!
In this clip, the Ukrainian army conducts a precision strike on a Russian military position in what appears to be in the Kursk region. Thanks to effective aerial reconnaissance, units of the Ukrainian 225th Separate Air Assault Brigade detected an enemy T-72 tank, traced its routes, and destroyed it at the position along with other equipment. At least 1 T-72 tank, a BMD-2 airborne assault vehicle, and several logistic vehicles were eliminated. The destruction of so much equipment in the Russian army's rear is a significant tactical achievement that will complicate the supply and maneuverability of Russian units in the area of the front. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.